Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, it is Go Tour Hoenn, the global version. And this should be loading in right about now. It is 10 o'clock, and I'm actually prepared with egg space and everything. First hour should be Blistering Sands, which has my boy Torchic, which I am trying to get the 296 for today. But first, we have to shiny check anything that happens to be in the area real quick. That squirrel is uncomfortably close. Okay, so nothing in that first little check. Let's go ahead and see what Professor Willow has to say. Weather's going haywire, Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Red and Blue Orbs, Hoenn, etc., Natural Energy, etc. What do we have to do, Professor? I'm going to have to get rid of all that. Power up Pokemon 15 times for 3 incense and some candies. Pokemon appears, and then a whole lot of stuff. Sapphire, Latios Photo Safari, take a snapshot of Latios. And then Global Collection Challenges for Blistering Sands, Verdant Earth, Ancient Shores, Eerie Mists, and that's everything. So pretty easy, and let the adventures begin. There should also be Kecleon randomly spawning around, so definitely gotta be on the lookout for those. And we are in Disney Springs today, so we're gonna be trying to find all the Pokemon. There's so many stops, there's so much of like literally everything, and there is a huge group that is behind me back there, so we definitely have a squad to play with today. I'm going to go ahead and start catching Pokemon, and I'll be back with you whenever the next cool thing happens. Alright, so we are on the move now over to a Primal raid, and we have also progressed in the research, so we now have chosen a path between Surskit, Kecleon, and Gulpin. I picked Kecleon just because of the anime. I have a little bit more nostalgia for that. Plus, we are in Blistering Sands, so hopefully we get a few more encounters. Alright, so we are in a Primal Kyogre raid right now, which is dope. And hopefully it's not too loud with like a speaker directly over me. But we're going to be doing raids today. This is our first look. Ooh, that was really dope. The Primal Kyogre like little symbol going up there. It is a 20... it's maxed out raid lobby, which is amazing. Definitely not used to that, especially down south. Like if we got like 10 people in a raid together, it was really good. So seeing maxed out lobbies again is really nice. And there are literally so many people out here playing Pokemon Go today. Like I was in a big group, and we walked over to these Primal raids, and there were so many people already over here, and like on the way over like as well. So being in like such a Pokemon Go rich community is really nice. And this is absolutely melting, which is also nice. But we're going to go ahead and stick around for the entire thing because it is going down very fast. And we're already halfway through, and these things are absolutely ridiculous. So in anything less than I think 6 people lobbies is very, very hard. And the way to go about it is to do Primal Kyogre first, so you can get a counter to Primal Groudon. But with this many people in here, it's really just kind of go in with some good counters and you should be fine. And it is almost done, which is crazy. Once again, max lobbies is very nice. And the shinies on these things are absolutely cracked. They are so good. The black shinies. And we're just going to go in with relatively good counters now. As I do have multiple teams ready for today. But the recommended is also nice. And it is going down. I don't know if it's going to show us, like, yeah, it's the same, like, kind of glitched out CP as the Megas. So don't know. But we do get to see the Kyogre, like, Primal. Their Charge TM, Fast TM, 2 Rare Candies, Revives, Hyper Potions, Silver Pineapps. Nice. And we're going to go in here and check 80, which is very nice. The max is 90, so you do have to do quite a few of these raids, and it is not a shiny 2313. I want to say that 23 is good. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on catching. I'll be back with the next cool thing. Alright, as much as the group play was great, I'm going to kind of split off from the group now and kind of do my own thing for probably the rest of the day, except when you need to do like raids. But even then, there are enough like people just in the area where I really don't think finding enough people is going to be a hard time. So, with that being said, we have to find like a Latias to take a snapshot of. We got to do the research. There's a lot of stuff to do. I still have to find an Incada in 18 minutes. A couple other Pokemon, and I'm going to go ahead and split off now, and we are going to see if we can get anything dope. Ooh, there are 2 Latias now. I have no clue why. Oh, that's dope. I know sort of where that is. So we're going to go find Latias. Alright, so we have tracked down a wild Latias, which is super dope. And it is not a shiny, but it is only 45 CP. Oh wait, we gotta do something. We gotta take a snapshot of this. So we're gonna take a snapshot. Boom. And that should give us an encounter with another Latias. And it is only 45 CP, Golden Raz, Ultra Ball going down there, Great Throw, 1. Well, it is a legendary Pokemon after all. But, with that being said, we should, in our today's research, we just finished off Blistering Sands, which is dope. Where? Oh wait. This one is the Latias one. Latias Photo Safari, 3800 XP, dope, some great balls, and an encounter with, I think, Latias. Yes, very nice. And this is, you know, like it's not gonna run away. It might be here for a long time, but we got 2 parts of the research down for today's research. The other 3 will be coming around via each hour, and after that it'll just be kind of shiny hunting. We will be on the search for a Primal Groudon raid next as part of the research, as well as catching like 15 ground grass or fire type Pokemon, which is not going to be hard. There are tons of Pokemon out today, of course. And the other part of the research is escaping me right now. Explore 1 kilometer, which again, doing less raids is going to help out with that, and spinning stops and gyms will also help out with that as well. And we are going to be looking for the elusive Kecleons. Kecleon will be one of the harder shinies today, and we're actually like almost an hour in with absolutely 0 shinies. So we're going to step up the game for the next 7 hours, and hopefully that number does rise. Alright, so we are doing our first Primal Groudon raid actually, which is dope. And it did go down relatively easily. Again, 20 people in the lobby is just gonna melt any raid boss. And we now get all the prizes, etc. Skip, and hopefully this will be, I'm skipping everything. Oh, shiny, so it's just 1 ball, easy to catch. So it is also very hot today, which means that phone is overheating just a tad. So I'm gonna come back to you once I'm done with all the research and etc. Maybe when we get our first shiny of the day, because the lag is just really hard to make a video with and aim and do all those fun things. Alright, so it is like almost 2 hours into the event. Maybe you saw it just there. Shiny Whismur, the first shiny of the day. Super dope, as I'm getting into a live performance over here, apparently. Little help from my shiny 98 Blaziken coming in with the assist right there. Best Buddy Rayquaza shiny also today, which was dope. It's really been like the odd kind of random other things, but we finally have a shiny Whismur, our first shiny of the day. Let's freaking go. Alright, so after spending like the last 30 minutes hunting down Kyogres in the middle of a Primal Groudon outbreak, we got invited to Kyogre from back in Wellington, and we got not only a Kyogre, but a shiny Kyogre, which is absolutely amazing. I've already pineapped it. So now it's just getting the ball to connect in the middle of all this lag and heat and overheating. Main connection. 1, 2, 3 shakes. Purple Kyogre is ours. Absolutely amazing. Love that. And that is our Kyogre for the research that we needed as well. Kyogre is not easy to catch normally. It is very not easy to catch when you only get like 8 balls maximum. So I'm very excited that we actually got the Kyogre and a shiny one to boot. Alright, so we did actually just hatch a bunch of eggs. We actually have hatched 2 shiny Pokemon today. Earlier today, right before Go Tour happened, we hatched a shiny Togepi, which is dope. And we just hatched off camera and the screen recording failed. Relicanth. So that is very cool. One of the best shinies in the eggs today. Absolutely amazing. Let's go. And that brings our total for the day up to 3. Because we're not counting Togepi. So 3 shinies for the day. 1 from the wild, 1 from the raids, and 1 from eggs. That's actually kind of cool. Alright, so we are deep into the second half hour of the second half. And we got our first shiny of the second half, a costume Pikachu, dope, the May Pikachu, which is actually kind of cool. I'm not mad about this at all. Also, I've decided I'm going to go ahead and ease off the gas a little bit, as it's definitely not boosted odds. So whether I go, 1,000% and absolutely kill myself over trying to sprint back and forth and do as many laps as possible, try and get as many encounters as possible, and I'm getting no shinies, or I take 2 steps after taking 10 minutes to drink water and make sure I don't dehydrate, and I take 2 steps forward and get a shiny from that. So I'm gonna ease off the gas. I'm gonna go around, maybe do some raids, considering Primal Energy is gonna be a hot commodity to get, and maybe get some Latias. Also, I've had just a ton of fun meeting up with random people here, because camera and everything. So people are like, "Hey, are you YouTubing this? Are you streaming this?" And it's been really fun to just talk to people, meet people. So yeah, gonna go ahead and get as many shinies as we can, but also without making this not enjoyable. Especially considering tomorrow we have another 8 hours of presumably this. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to everything. We've gotten actually some really dope shinies today. But with that being said, we do have to Primal Revert something. For the research, we're gonna go ahead and do our Leviathan. Now our Leviathan is our OG 2018 96%, it's dope. So we're gonna go ahead, Primal Revert this guy, and this is cool. We're gonna see. That is so cool. I have not seen that. Oh my god, that's so cool. Absolutely crazy. Alright, so the camera battery did die there, so we have actually changed locations, kept going, and from the research we got a shiny Duskull, which is actually super cool. Probably one of the... Is this the best ghost in the research? Debatably, between Duskull and Sableye, yeah. So that's very cool. So now we've actually gotten 1 from Incense, 1 from Raid, 1 from Egg, 1 in the Wild, and 1 from Research, which is actually really cool. If I was gonna only get 5 shinies in the day, that's actually a pretty dope way of doing it. There is quite a bit of lag right now because I am directly in the sun. So my phone is starting to overheat. So before this video file gets corrupted, I'm gonna move to locations. But another shiny, very cool, and I'm gonna get into all the hidden Easter eggs behind the Go Tour in probably my review of Go Tour. as there is some really cool stuff, some deep cuts, as well as some just things to talk about. Let's just put it like that. Alright, so we are back at the house. We're hatching the last of our eggs as today comes to a close on the first day of the 2-day Go Tour event. And no more shinies, which is unfortunate. However, let's go ahead and talk shinies. And also, there was like a random Rayquaza raid hour in the whole like wrap up, like the third video in this like little mini series that'll happen, or fourth if you talk the breakdown. I'll talk about a lot of like the neat little things I've noticed, but Shiny and Age 0, what we're all here for. We actually ended up doing really well, or not really well, but like pretty good. So I think, I'm not sure if the video cut out or not. I did happen to catch a Duskull from the research. So that means that we got a pre-game shiny, we got a shiny in the wild, shiny in a raid, shiny in an egg, shiny off of incense, and a shiny off of the research. So literally every way you could get a shiny. Then we got a duplicate shiny, which is dope. And then I ended up getting together with like another like group of people, some from the Discord, some just like kind of people that just joined in because they saw Pokemon Go players, and everyone was super dope. We got the Brendan hat Pikachu, which is dope. So we got May and Brendan, and we got an extra May, which is super cool. And we also got a Feebas, which is dope. I love Feebas, it's shiny, it's so good. And we also got a Groudon. This Groudon is 15 attack. This Kyogre is not good at all. But we were able to get a Kyogre and a Groudon, which is super cool. And we got arguably the best shiny in the eggs, which is super, super cool. I am so excited about this little fish. Today was really dope. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And I'm not sure, actually, if we're going to go to a park yet, or if we're actually going to go ahead and go back to Disney Springs and kind of give like a general, like, okay, this is day 1, day 2, and we can compare exactly, just to see like similar rates and see if anything did get changed by Niantic. Or we might go ahead and go out to a park. Not sure yet, but make sure to stay tuned to see what I do. And if you like this episode, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.